Hey, happening tomorrow, the largest specialty tennis shop in the Midwest, giving away free kids tennis rackets. So we're talking about the Tennis and Golf Company in Royal Oak. CEO Andy Shepper and racket manager, that's a very fancy title, Scott Halicki is here. They're going to tell us about tennis rackets. If you're not familiar with tennis, you may not even have a clue where to begin in terms of picking a racket. So you're going to give us some advice.
I am going to, and you're right. People do have a lot of confusion when it comes to what type of racket's best for them, as you can imagine.
I just picked by color.
I'll
be honest.
Please come to our store. I need
okay.
to situate
Well, this one doesn't have anything on it, so what do we do with
string,
this?
unfortunately. Most of our rackets, I'd say about 95% come unstrung.
Really?
So there's a stringy element to this as well. But as for the rackets themselves, if you take a look at this one over here to your right, this one has a very large sweet spot. So a player that's more of a beginning type of player, or if you're getting back into the game potentially, you need this large sweet spot to make it easier out there when you're coming back into the game, or if you need some extra power.
Who strings it? Do you string it for me?
We do, as a matter of fact. We've got about 5 different stringers, 5 different stringing machines all the time.
Thank goodness. I mean, it looks so daunting, and you know that it gets loose too, right?
It can be daunting, yes, and it does need to be restrung.
Overwhelming. So we've got a beginners with a bigger sweet spot.
Correct.
What other tips do you have for someone who might want to take up tennis this summer?
Well, you've got rackets like this as well, which I should mention is the #1 best-selling racket in the world. So
I'll take it.
This is it. This is the Clash 100 as well, as opposed to a racket like this that's the big head size, smaller, a little easier to control for your more advanced player.
Yeah, you can absolutely see the difference. And tennis is such a great sport. It's one of those ones that you can get up, get outside. Only takes 2 people, right? Not a lot of money to invest.
You can play for free, you can play quickly, play for an hour.
We want to get kids going.
We do. We want to get them off the couch, off their devices, get them active. So this Saturday we're going to be giving away 250 rackets to the first kids 12 and under that show up starting at 9 a.m.
So what have you seen in terms of it being a struggle to get, well, we can't get kids to put their phones down, right? But to get a then racket in their hand and get them excited about tennis. What advice do you have for parents?
Just get them out there, get them hitting the ball, and they're going to have fun doing it.
Once they start to actually get good at it, right? And they get the hang of it, that'll be really fun, and it's good. It's good social skill to have as well. You brought some other merchandise. What do you have here?
We've got our basics here. We've kind of brought a little bit of everything, if you will. You got to have this. You have to have your tennis bag, variety of different sizes. Obviously, the string we covered earlier, grips, and of course, tennis balls.
Okay, so give me some tips on which tennis balls to get.
Well, basically it boils down to 2 different varieties. You want this regular duty if you're playing inside, or extra duty if you're playing outdoor on hard courts.
All right, yeah, the only time we have tennis balls in my house is when Jacob wants them. So that's my dog, not my child. So tell me, when's this all happening? How can people contact you for either lessons, a racket, or a free racket that you're giving away?
Yes, so the event is tomorrow morning starting at 9 a.m. at the Tennis and Golf Company located at 30211 Woodward in Royal Oak.
So kids under 12.
Kids under 12.
Get a free racket. That's huge, and you're going to help them pick it out, teach them what to do with it.
Size them up, get them in the appropriate racket.
That.
There'll be fun games in the parking lot too.
That's an awesome thing that you guys are doing. We'll put that on WXYZ.com. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks for the lesson. Still ahead, head